Hello and welcome to a new video on the Green and Cream Gaming channel. Today I'm going to be ranking all the 2K MyTeams that I've ever played. So that's 7. I have played 7. I played from 2K20. That's when I started to obviously now. So yeah, let's just get right into it. I'm going to be basing this off like the community, content, how fun the game was. Yeah, so let's get straight into this. Right, so last I have 2K24. I absolutely despise this game. Like the player market ruined it for me. Like that. Like even I went onto the game just before it was about to get shut down. You know, the servers. Opals were still a ridiculous price, and it's like MT was, you know, decently hard to get. Like Opals endgame were still so expensive. But obviously it made cards like, as you can see there, Minute Ball, more attainable. Oh, by the way, any of these teams you see in every slide, none of them are mine. I couldn't find the pictures of my teams. But yeah, 2K24, I guess it started off alright. The Diamond Paul George, Christmas Eve, that's kind of where it started on its downfall for me. Because you were running to the same squad. Everyone had Pink Diamond Wemby, Pink Diamond Kobe, Pink Diamond Giannis, Pink Diamond Embiid, Diamond LeBron. Like everyone had them cards, so it wasn't fun, you know, playing the exact same team over and over and over and over. But the one thing that I do have to give props was the playoff content. It was great. Every card that they released was pretty good. I'll give them that. And locker codes. I remember there was one for an Invincible KD. You know, they'd never do that now, but. Yeah, this game I hated, and it's last by a huge margin. Next I have 2K26. You know, the first 2 weeks of this game were unreal. Free 10 boxes, free mode rewards, Sigma Kid, Glen Rice, an unbelievable level 40 to work through. Domination was at its peak. Diamond Siakam, that hidden gem Eco Chance, Bruce Bowen at level 37. What the hell? There's just a little beastie on my desk. Bruce Bowen guaranteed at level 37. Good breakout rewards, good King of the Court rewards, just good mode rewards in general in every mode. But then after the first 1 to 2 weeks, they started getting a little bit too greedy. And they nerfed breakout rewards. Lied about certain rewards being on boards, 90s breakout boards. They nerfed King of the Court rewards, nerfed breakout rewards. They completely took away the 10 box, and yeah, season 2, like everything just decreased. Like I remember season 1, level 33 was a 92 plus pack. Season 2 it was a 90 plus pack. I don't know how you can decrease when it goes by seasons. Season 2 had Chris Bosh was good, and the Pro Pass JR was alright. But the mode rewards were disgusting. So yeah, they started getting really greedy with this game. And that's why it's probably 6 by a decent margin. Nah, next is quite close. Next I have 2K25. If you were here before Season 5, you would understand how unbelievable this game was. Before they started spamming festivals, this game was extremely fun. Obviously, Park was here. Obviously, another thing about 2K26, Team Up got introduced, obviously, which, good for the mode. So, sorry, that little beastie was crawling to my headphones. Yeah, obviously, Park got introduced, so it was a lot of fun with your friends. The All-Star Festival was great. It got everyone playing 2K again. But after All-Star, they started spamming festivals, and eventually RNG came into the game. 2 of the worst things that could ever happen to a 2K. Spam festivals, which they're kind of doing this season. Obviously that, and RNG was awful. You know, you couldn't green more than 2 shots in a game of Park. That's what RNG was. But before RNG and festival spam, this game was top tier. One of the funnest 2Ks I've played. 2K23's next. This was the peak pack drops. Elemental, Rush, Supersonic, Radiant, Heatwave, 16-bit, Out of Possession was at its prime. The playoff content was great. Like this year was just so good. This was the Jordan Challenge year. They were pretty fun to complete. They're not my team, but they were pretty fun to complete. What else came in 2K23? Yeah, the Rush. I remember they gave us a free Dark Matter Equal Chance pack every week. I know there's some demon cards like Wes Unseld, Donovan Mitchell in there, Amaris down there. It was pretty good. And the Christmas challenges were just on point. Like they were great. I think it was a Ruby Jaylen Brown you started off with. Then it was a Tom Chambers. Then it was a Harden. I'm not sure who the Amethysts were though. And then it eventually got to Diamonds. There was a Diamond Mike Miller. He was unreal. He was so good. Just cash anything. And there was a Pink Diamond Glen Rice, and obviously Glen Rice is Glen Rice. He's always good. And then eventually you got Opal Bam for completing the entire challenge. The whole challenges, all of them. And he was actually pretty solid, to be fair. Undersized, obviously, but, you know. Not he wasn't even undersized for Christmas, to be fair, because it was Christmas time. And yet, out of possession, there was a power forward tackle, which is OP, PG Ron Artest, PG Jokic, shooting guard Garnett, yeah. 2K23 pack drops were unbelievable. 16-bit was great. That LaMelo and KP were great. So 2K22, number 3. Top 3 are they're the creme de la creme. 2K22 was, you know, all like peak free content. This was when Moments was very consistent. Moments of the month. This was also the introduction of some good modes. I think this was also the introduction of the graded card system, which, you know, realistic, isn't it? And holo cards, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, the Moments of the month were great. They were pretty easy to complete, and obviously playoff content. I think this was, you could argue, the best playoff content we got. The next 3 for playoff content, you know, were very, very, very good. The next 3 for playoff content, 22, and then the next 2, obviously, which you should know by now. Yeah, and there was zero gravity challenges as well. I remember about this game. I think like they didn't miss with a single card. Like I think the golds were Ty Lue, Giannis, Shaq, and Grant Williams. I think they were the golds. They were just great. Like every single one of them golds were just so OP. And eventually it led to Dark Matter Richard Jefferson, who is one of the best free cards in 2K history. He was extremely good. Very, very good card. Very, very, very good free card. Everyone had him in their team for a little bit. Number 2, 2K21. You know, I'm going to say this because I think this does kind of have a factor from, you know, this one and the next one. The soundtracks were just way better than what they are in the other games. Like, way, 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 way better. And they were my first two kind of 2Ks. This was my first full 2K because I didn't get the next 2K till I think October, November, so a couple months in. So this was my first 2K. This was the introduction of the seasons, which, you know, is continued for many years. It came in obviously 2020 when this game came out, and it's carried to 2026. So 6 years. It's, you know, everyone enjoys it. The free content here was good as well. There was obviously Terry Dishinger and Danny Ferry. Them cards were great. They were free. No money had to be spent. I feel like everyone got them. If you didn't, you heavily missed out. Let's say that. I feel like everyone had them though, because everyone was willing to grind so much for them cards because they were that good. 2K would never give out cards like that for free now. This was you know, an okay amount of spotlights. There was all-star spotlights which were pretty good. I think it was Opal Wes Unseld, Opal John Wall. This was also, there was a free Invincible Taco. Imagine 2K would, they never even think of that now. There's so much worse now. Yeah, free Invincible Taco was crazy. I think there was a free Invincible Bill as well, Bill Russell. This was the introduction of the Invincible concept as well. It didn't completely replace GOAT cards, because GOAT cards, there was 5 of them, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it was Magic, MJ, LeBron, and Kareem. I think there was just them 4, actually. Yeah, this game is great. Good free content, like just good all around, man. Obviously, this was my first full 2K, so yeah, it does have a special place in my heart. You know, it's very close between these two. Number 1, 2K20. I think, you know, that a push in this to being number 1, I think a factor is definitely quarantine, or, well, it's lockdown here, but as you call it in America, quarantine. Like, there was nothing better to do than just sit on the game all night, every night. Wake up late and just stay on the game all night. Pulling all-nighters, playing with your friends, playing with family. Like, I remember my brother, he was the reason I got this game. Me and him played all the time. Obviously, this was when I played my career quite a lot, so we usually play that. But I did play MyTeam a lot as well, but I think I majority of the time played MyTeam, but I did play my career a good time. I'd say 60-40 in MyTeam. But yeah, the soundtrack on this game is just... You'll never, ever get a better soundtrack than that. It was just so good. So many bangers on it, man. And even the cover, like, look. So, look, you can see some nice buildings in the back. Trains, broken hoop, ladders. This is when he had the Lakers jersey on, but there was one with the Pelicans, look. And then there's the goggles down there for winning the championship. Next. This Dwayne Wade one's the best cover ever. In any game, best ever. The design of all the Miami stuff, like the design of Miami behind him, it's just, it's just so, like, 2K, like, what, compare covers. Now, look at this. He's on the court and they've blurred out Al Horford and Luke Cornett. And then this. Like, 2K, like, I genuinely don't think the people at 2K right now care about the game. They've lost everything, but let's get back to 2K20. Spotlights, great. Like, they always had there were so many spotlights. Free GOAT cards, free opals. Like, there was a free GOAT Larry Bird. Packs were great. There was NBA was back. Fan favorites was introduced. So many good cards. But yeah, lockdown probably did have a push, but like there wasn't, like, you could never get bored. Like 12-0 was also on this game. That had, I remember there was an Opal Glenn Rice and an Opal Michael Beasley. Holy, those cards, man. They're great now, but you can never beat 2K20 and 2K20 Glenn Rice and McBees. Unbelievable. I also forget to mention about this. This had the best set ever, Warped Reality. But in a close second, Warped Reality obviously had Dark Matter Ben, Dark Matter Shaq, Dark Matter Curry, Opal Kuzma, Opal Rudy Gay, Opal Penny, and some Unreal budget piece. But in a close second, you could argue fan favourites, man. Fan favourites. There was glitched, but they came out different times. But if you could combine every card from one set, like every idol set from 2K21 and every glitch set from this, glitched easily takes the cake. That had Opal Shaq, PD Wes Unsold, Opal AK, PD Giannis, PD Ben, Opal T-Mac, Opal Lamar, Opal Dirk, Opal Hakeem. What's Hakeem glitched? I can't remember. Yeah. But yeah. And if you didn't count that, NBA is back. It was so good. There was an Opal Russ, Opal Zion, Opal AD, Opal Luka, Opal Jokic, Opal. There was a GOAT LeBron there was a GOAT LeBron in packs, GOAT Vince Carter if you completed the whole set, GOAT Kawhi, who, if you watched the vid 2 weeks ago, you know how much I love that card. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. But I am actually planning to go up to 2-3 videos per week for the next couple months. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. And I will catch you guys in the next one.